What is one thing that dunking a basketball over someone's head, hitting a volleyball over a net, or catching a football in midair all have in common? It's not hand-eye coordination or some powerful arm muscles. It's jumping. This basic skill is demanded from many athletes, and it is required in many sports. But it is rare that these athletes are asked to perform while they burst into the air. Performance sports such as dance, poms, and cheer are the exception. Today, I'm going to teach you all how to execute one of the most common jumps in cheerleading, the toe touch, and how to look good while doing it. First, I will begin by breaking down the counts and teaching you guys the arm swing. Then, I will go over how to properly use your legs, and lastly, I will teach you how to impress the judges with your best cheer facials. With the proper steps, lots of practice, and a great big smile, anyone is able to impress the judges and perform the perfect toe touch. The first step in learning how to jump is to understand the counts. In cheerleading, we only use numbers 1 through 8 instead of continuing down the number line. And when we count our jumps, each team uses their own rhythm and pattern that they use. For example, my team uses 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5. So now that you understand the counts, we can put it with the motions for the arm swing. Beginning in the ready position, which just means that your hands are on your hips, on 1, you're going to hit a high V. On 2, your arms will drop in front of your chest, crossing at the wrists. On and, your arms will swing down and up, stopping when they are parallel with the ground and reaching out in front of you. On 3 is when your arms will come back to your hips. This is when you land your jump. And on 4, you hold this position, finally standing up on 5. Now let's put it all together with the counts and the arm swing motions. So, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5. All right, so now that we have the hang of it, it's time to learn how to properly use your legs in your jumps. A common mistake when first learning how to do a toe touch is kicking your legs straight out from the beginning. But what you really want to focus on is waiting until you hit the peak of your jump to kick your legs out. The peak of your jump will be the highest point, and you really want to focus on lifting through your shins, not your quads, or else your legs might bend, and that's not very cute. So the judges will definitely be looking at this, but don't worry, it takes a lot of practice. As you can see here, Peyton is in the peak of her jump. Her legs are parallel with the ground, and her arms are reaching forward. Despite the name toe touch, you probably won't actually touch your toes, but just by reaching forward, your back muscles will be engaged and your jump will therefore be much stronger. After you hit the peak of your jump comes the snap down. A common mistake in the snap down is frogging down. This occurs when you bend your legs coming down instead of keeping them straight. In order to avoid this, think about taking a deep breath on your way down, extending through your rib cage, and giving your legs more time and room to land underneath you before you must bend them. All right, so now that we know how to do the arm swing, how to count the jump, and what your legs should look like, let's put it all together. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5. It's kind of hard to count while you're doing it, but you get the gist, right? All right, after learning how to count and put the whole jump together, the most important part, how to impress the judges with your best cheer facials. Judged on a 10-point scale, toe touches should appear flawless and effortless, despite all of the practice it takes to perfect them. Now, the most basic one is obviously just the plain old smile. But the more comfortable you get, you can either open your mouth, brighten up your eyes, which will therefore brighten your whole face, or even wink if you're feeling a little sassy. But no matter how hard you try to look happy, the cameras always seem to catch you at the most interesting of moments. Now that you know how to do the best cheer facials, you can really impress the judges and get those good scores on your jumps. With the proper steps, lots of practice, and a big smile, anyone can impress the judges and perform the perfect toe touch. Learning how to count the jump will keep your rhythm smooth and on time. Figuring out how to do the arm swing will make your jump that much stronger. And learning how to properly use your legs will create an even higher jump. Jumping is an important aspect of many sports. And although it is pretty incredible that someone can jump over someone else to dunk a ball, I don't think they look that good while doing it.